Greetings, history enthusiasts. Welcome to another captivating episode of the HIST-A.I RY channel. Today, we delve into the rich tapestry of history, unfolding the fascinating story of one of the most influential families, the Medicis. From their origins in Renaissance Florence to their enduring legacy, join us on a comprehensive journey through time. Our journey begins in the 14th century, in the bustling city of Florence, Italy, where the story of the Medici family unfolds. The roots of this influential family trace back to humble beginnings, as merchants and bankers in the thriving heart of the Italian Renaissance. Yet, it was not mere chance that propelled the Medici into the annals of history. Their rise was underpinned by a shrewd business acumen, an uncanny ability to read the economic and political landscapes of the time, and the audacity to capitalize on emerging opportunities. In a time when the concept of banking was still in its infancy, the Medici were pioneers, establishing a banking system that would not only enrich their own coffers, but also lay the groundwork for the modern financial system we know today. But the Medici's influence extended far beyond the realm of finance. In a city-state fraught with political maneuvering and rivalries, they managed to carve out a niche for themselves, gradually expanding their influence in the corridors of power. Their keen understanding of the political landscape, combined with their wealth, allowed them to navigate the treacherous waters of Florentine politics with finesse. Yet, it wasn't just their financial might or political savvy that set the stage for the Medici's rise. They were visionaries who recognized the transformative power of culture and the arts. They believed in the potential of their city and its people, investing not only in businesses and politics, but also in the creative and intellectual capital of Florence. A stroke of genius, perhaps, but this strategy paid off handsomely. By aligning themselves with the cultural and intellectual elite of the time, they were able to bolster their social standing, gaining the respect and admiration of their fellow citizens. Thus, the foundation was laid for the rise of the Medici, a family destined to leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. As we step into the 15th century, the Medici family, now wealthy and influential, become patrons of an era that would change the world, the Renaissance. The Medici family, with their immense wealth and astute political prowess, were poised to shape the future of Florence and, in turn, the world. In this era, the family's deep pockets and profound appreciation for the arts would become instrumental in igniting the cultural explosion we now know as the Renaissance. At the heart of this cultural surge were iconic artists such as Sandro Botticelli and Donatello, who found generous patrons in the Medicis. The family recognized the extraordinary talents of these artists and offered them support, allowing their creative genius to flourish and leaving us with masterpieces that continue to captivate us centuries later. The Medici's patronage, however, extended beyond individual artists. They were instrumental in the construction of architectural marvels, most notably the Medici Palace. This grand edifice, a symbol of their wealth and influence, was not just a residence, but a cultural hub. A beacon that summoned artists from near and far, fostering an environment of creativity and innovation. But how did the Medicis fund this cultural revolution? This is where the Medici Bank comes into play. As one of the most prosperous financial institutions of the time, the Medici Bank was the family's financial powerhouse, enabling them to channel vast resources towards the arts. The bank's innovative practices, such as offering letters of credit, were instrumental in facilitating trade and commerce, pumping wealth into the Florentine economy, and indirectly nurturing the arts. The Medici's contribution to the Renaissance was not merely financial. Their enthusiasm for the arts, their discerning taste, and their ability to recognize and nurture talent played a significant role in shaping this epoch. Through their patronage, they created an environment that allowed artists to push the boundaries of creativity, giving birth to an era of unprecedented artistic growth. The Medicis, through their unwavering support of the arts, had set the stage for the Renaissance, enabling a cultural revolution. Our journey leads us to the late 15th century, to a man known as Lorenzo the Magnificent. Lorenzo de' Medici, the de facto ruler of the Florentine Republic, was a man of many talents. As a statesman, his political acumen was unmatched, navigating the intricate world of Italian politics with finesse and flair. He maintained Medici dominance in Florence, not through force, but with diplomatic tact and strategic alliances. This astute political maneuvering was reflected in Lorenzo's relationships with other key Renaissance figures. He formed alliances and friendships with the likes of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, fostering an environment where their artistic genius could flourish. His court was a meeting place for the most brilliant minds of the time, a crucible of creativity that became the hallmark of the Florentine Renaissance. But Lorenzo was not just a patron of the arts. He was a poet and a scholar. His own literary works contributed to the growth of the Italian language and literature, advancing the cultural movement that defined the era. Under Lorenzo's rule, Florence saw a cultural flowering unparalleled in its history. The city became a beacon of intellectual and artistic achievement, attracting scholars, artists, and thinkers from across Europe. The streets of Florence were filled with the works of Donatello, Botticelli, and Michelangelo, each one a testament to the city's vibrant cultural life. Lorenzo's influence extended beyond the arts. He established a public school system, setting a precedent for state-sponsored education. He also championed the development of humanist philosophy, encouraging a worldview that placed human dignity, values, and intellect at the forefront. Lorenzo the Magnificent was not just a ruler. He was a visionary who understood the power of culture and knowledge and used it to shape his city and his era. His influence can still be seen in the streets of Florence today, in the art, the architecture, and in the spirit of intellectual curiosity that defines the city. Under Lorenzo's rule, the Medici dominance was at its zenith, and Florence was the cultural epicenter of the world. As we move into the 16th century, we witness a new chapter in the Medici story, their ascension to the highest office in Christendom. The crowning glory of the Medici family's political journey was the elevation of Giovanni di Lorenzo de' Medici to the papacy. Giovanni, a scion of the powerful Medici clan, was elected as Pope Leo X in 1511. From the corridors of power in Florence to the hallowed halls of the Vatican, the Medici influence was far-reaching and profound. Pope Leo X, as he was known, was a patron of the arts and a man of letters. He continued the family tradition of supporting great artists, commissioning works from the likes of Raphael and Michelangelo. The Sistine Chapel, with its awe-inspiring ceiling, is a testament to the Medici's patronage and love for the arts. But the Medici papacy was not without its controversies. Pope Leo X's extravagant lifestyle and the sale of indulgences to fund the construction of St. Peter's Basilica led to widespread discontent. This discontent, in turn, sparked the Protestant Reformation, forever changing the face of Christianity. Following Leo X, another Medici, Giulio di Giuliano, ascended the papal throne as Pope Clement VII. His reign was marked by political turmoil and the infamous sack of Rome in 1527. Despite these challenges, Clement remained a strong patron of the arts and an influential figure in the political landscape of Europe. The Medici popes' reigns were a blend of high drama, political maneuvering, and cultural flourishing. Their patronage of the arts left a lasting impression on the Renaissance, and their political decisions had far-reaching consequences. They were, in every sense, the epitome of the Renaissance popes: worldly, ambitious, and deeply involved in the affairs of their time. The Medici, now popes, had significantly influenced the religious and political landscapes of their time. Yet, as with all great powers, the Medici family too faced challenges. The late 16th century saw a turbulent period filled with political turmoil and mounting external pressures. The Medici's influence began to wane, and they found themselves temporarily exiled from their beloved Florence. But, like a phoenix, they emerged from the ashes, returning to power in their city once more. However, the glory days of the Medici rule were long gone. The world was changing, and the family, once a formidable force, struggled to adapt. Factors such as a shifting political landscape, economic downturn, and the rise of powerful rivals all contributed to the decline of the Medici influence. Yet, despite these adversities, they remained a significant presence, their resilience a testament to their enduring spirit. By the end of the 16th century, the sun was setting on the Medici dynasty, but their legacy was far from over. As we trace the Medici legacy into the 17th century and beyond, we find their influence is still very much alive. This extraordinary family, who began as merchants and bankers, made significant contributions to modern finance. Their innovative banking practices laid the groundwork for much of what we know as banking and commerce today. But the Medici's impact extends beyond the world of finance. Their commitment to the preservation of cultural heritage has played a crucial role in shaping contemporary Florence. The city, one of the world's most revered cultural capitals, owes much of its prestige to the Medici's patronage of the arts and architecture. The Medici family's legacy also lives on in the many artifacts, sculptures, paintings, and buildings they commissioned, which continue to inspire and captivate audiences worldwide. The Medici, a family that once dominated Renaissance Florence, continues to shape our world in countless ways. Their story is a testament to the enduring power of vision, patronage, and influence. And there you have it, a comprehensive exploration of the Medici family, from the rise in Renaissance Florence to their lasting legacy in modern times. If you found this in-depth journey enlightening, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell notification to stay updated on our historical narratives here on the HIST-A.I RY channel. Thank you for joining us on this extended voyage through the annals of history. Until next time, signing off.